Right then, folks. Okay. Have a little video at night. There's a few more things I could have added, so I don't know. Well, one thing that did strike me, at the end of the last video, which is processing right now, this 53 minute video has taken a blinking long time to process. 2 hours. Well, no, it's not on YouTube, that's just from the video editor. Didn't really do anything. Just put it into a better quality. That's all. Anyway, because I said at the end of one for non-Christians that God loves you, I thought, okay, actually that's a good point. God then gave me an interesting point to add to that. And that is, okay, you with dogs, do you love your dog? Yeah. Okay, you would probably say you love your dog. Does your dog understand the fact that you love your dog? Does your dog even understand the concept of love? No. And yet you still love your dog. Does the fact that your dog doesn't understand that stop you from loving your dog? No. But, okay, so God still loves you, even though you don't understand it. Doesn't matter, does it? Exactly the same thing there. And it is exactly the same thing. God's love for you is just as confusing to you, and something you can't make sense of right now, as the dog you have can't make sense of you loving it. So it has no concept of love. It's a dog. It has no understanding of the language that we use or the emotions that we have. It doesn't understand any of that at all. Same as you don't understand God in any way, shape or form. Now, even most Christians don't understand God. So it's not having a go at you, saying you don't understand God and you can't understand this. No, most Christians don't understand any of that either, really, or most of it. You know, do I understand? Not all of it, no. No, but even the last video, the last video was talking about, the next point to go into is that when you go through the storm, when you go through the fire, sometimes you're going through it because you're going from being a believer to being a son. Because in the end, as a Christian, you are supposed to be a son of God. That's what you're supposed to be, a son of God. You're supposed to be alongside Christ, at least to a certain degree. You're not supposed to be struggling with the stupid things of this world. You're not supposed to be struggling with any of that at all. Yeah, it shouldn't be causing you stress. If it is, you're a believer. You've got to go from being a believer to a son. And really that's what Matthew 22, 36 to 38 is really talking about. Yeah, loving the Lord with all your heart, your mind and your soul. You go from, because I've talked about, develop your relationship with God. That's what that is. I didn't see it until Saturday, but that's what that is. That's what developing your relationship with God really is, developing that side of things. But as I say, you've got to know before you can love. That's the reality. It's like loving people. If you don't know someone, you can't love them. Not really. It's like with regards to dogs again, people think, oh, my dog loves me. No, it doesn't. It doesn't know you. It doesn't really know you at all. It doesn't understand you as a person, does it? It doesn't know your struggles and your successes, does it? It doesn't know any of that at all. It doesn't know, what makes you you. Because really, when you love someone, generally speaking, that's what you love. But the thing of it is, when it's talking about loving your neighbour, stuff like that, love your enemies, I still don't quite understand what that version of love means. Because of course it's completely different. I think it's different. I'm not totally sure. Is it the same as loving a friend? Because what is it about a friend that you love? You love who they are as a person, right? How can you love who your enemy is as a person? You can't really, can you? Because if that person is only showing you sides of them that isn't very nice, you can't love that, can you? So, yeah, I need God to speak to me on that issue, so I can understand that. Now, when I understand that, I'll share it. I'll tell you what I've been told on that issue. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, part of it is, loving people is about, praying for them, asking God to bless them rather than asking God to curse them. Being prepared to be forbearing with people rather than not wanting anything at all to do with them. Yeah. Showing mercy and grace to people rather than, wanting to condemn them and judge them and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So it is. Yeah. In the end, the reality is, I don't truly understand all that yet. Yeah. I've had neighbours before that I've got along well with, and I've been friends with, but the whole concept of love your neighbour, love your enemy, I think they're pretty much entwined, both of those. But generally speaking, we don't generally have best friends who are neighbours, do we? 1 second, there's a person coming here, so I'll pause the video. No, I can pass that person. Something I've noticed with me, I noticed while on the trip, is that quite often at service stations you say hello to people. Yeah, that sort of thing. When they were going, you say, alright, you take care, bye-bye. That's it. One thing I generally don't say is, okay, take care, God bless. Never say God bless. Don't know why. I just don't. No idea why. Should I do that? Maybe. Maybe. It might start a conversation. Some people would say, I don't believe in God. And obviously your reply would be, it doesn't matter, God still loves you. Yeah. God still believes in you, don't worry. Well, God bless you anyway. No worries. You don't need to believe in God for him to bless you. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things you can come back with that, but don't know. Again, I'll seek God on that one. See what he wants me to do. Does he want me to do that? Maybe. If he does, then I'll do it. It came to my attention then. On there because, why? We're supposed to be blessing people a bit more, then I should probably be doing that, shouldn't I? But, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, put it this way. One thing is a certainty is that now I'm speaking with God a lot more now than I used to. Relationship is certainly being built now compared to what it was before. So, yeah. That's cool. Obviously, I'd rather the circumstances were different, but seems pretty clear the circumstances had to be what they are for this to happen. So, yeah. Okay. Did a bit of training actually tonight at home. 33k dumbbells, did 3 times 10 reps, and then did a few little bits indoors as well. I did a set of press-ups, 2 sets of press-ups. There was a cool down. Did that, so that was good. I did a few arm raises to the side raises. 50, but it's quite lightweight. So just to get that muscle used to being used again, because I haven't done it for quite a while. So, cool. I'm in the gym again tomorrow, so yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Well, and one thing certainly that's different, very blinking different. There's a lot of things that are different now. But one thing that is very different, certainly since the trip, because that taught me so bloody much. I used to, before the trip, I used to sleep 2 or 3 times a day. Yeah, during the day. So forget nighttime. Nighttime was added. Yeah, that was a normal. But during the daytime hours when most people are awake, I used to kip 2 or 3 times. Every day, 2 or 3 times. Which used to really take up at least 2 or 3 hours. That's 2 or 3 hours of daylight time. Now, generally speaking, I took the dogs out first, then did that. Apart from breakfast, and breakfast I fed them, then did that. They had their breakfast, then we kipped. Now I took them out, then we kipped, and I took them out again, then we kipped. Did it that way. So it was fine in the sense that they were knackered, but it's still a point. It's taken up 3 hours of the day, because half an hour to kip, then about half an hour to wake up properly afterwards to be able to do anything anyway. So, well, of course, on the trip, couldn't do it. I think I did it on the Sunday. I had a kip on a Sunday, but even then, it was early. I had a kip very early on the Sunday, didn't I? Because I did videos and told you then on that one that I got up early, did a walk down here, didn't I? Over there. It was raining, so I was over there. Yes. Did that video there about the fact that loving your enemies and forgiving your enemies, that sort of stuff. Yeah, then I just had a kip after that because I got up about 6, 6:15 sort of time. So it's like, right, okay, have a kip, go to church and do all that lot. Then travelled all the way down there, tried to have a sleep at about 12 o'clock, found a little quiet road I just pulled into, quiet-ish, yeah, not too bad. But I got about maximum an hour, really, hour and a half probably. That was it. And then I was awake from like 2 in the morning. I got back here at about just before 5, I think. No, I had a kip then. Yeah. Well, about 4ish, 4:30. I had a kip then. And got up about 6, I think. And went to bed again last night about 10, I think. Got up about 7:30. But then I've not had a kip at all today. Not at all. Not at all. No kip at all today. Not during the day. No. That's the first time that hasn't happened in God knows how many years. God knows how many years. Got to be 10 years at least. 10 years. And I've made it. It's no problem. It was not a massive challenge. I've not had a ton of coffee. But previously, I was having lots of coffee to be able to stay awake. Today, no, I've had 1 cup of coffee, 2 cups of tea, that's it. Yeah. Not had a ton of food. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it's absolutely mad. Done my first fast. Yeah, so many things are just changing. It's just like, wow. Yeah. Interesting. So I have no idea what's happening tomorrow. There was a plan to get the fuel for the car, but that's done already, so there's no point doing that. Yeah. Yeah. Thursday I've got to take the Civic up to the bloke to see if we're getting the other battery fitted for it. And then I've got to take the Mercedes up for him to have a look at. So hopefully that's not a big issue because I just haven't got the money to get it sorted right now. No, it'd be a shame. No. So the reality, what can I do? Nothing I can do. If I haven't got the money to get it sorted, it's going to cost a lot of money, then it's just has to be sold as it is, doesn't it, really? Yeah. Or just left sitting until I can perhaps get it done. But no idea when that's going to be. No idea at all. Could be a while, that's a certainty. Has to be put on sauna, I imagine. So, yeah, that's not good, is it? Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that one. I'll probably just get rid of it. Well, in the end, that's the point. If I can't get it fixed, there's no point just leaving it sitting around for God knows how long. Yeah. It can still be driven down here, places like this, where the speed is only 30 miles an hour, I'd imagine. I thought ABS was assisted braking or whatever. What exactly is ABS, and how is that relevant to whether you're going over 40? I've no idea. So I really don't know about cars at all. In the video I was doing earlier, I was calling it AC, but it's ABS. Yeah, I don't know whether it's AC or ABS. Yeah, it's all sort of over my head. No idea. I'm not bothered about that, you know. I mean, I'm concerned about other things other than that. So, I have understanding about certain things, but not that. So, yeah. I could have made a good living had I known about cars, obviously. Yeah. So, yeah. Yep, no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. No idea at all. So I could get in the car and just go. No. 1 sec. Another personage. Yeah. Well, in the end, the point about just going in the car, that's fine. So if I had the money, I'd be quite happy to do that. But yeah, in the end, I've just put fuel in. I've got it nearly full. So do I want to empty it again straight away? Not really. Not really, no. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Oh, I painted the wall that the projector goes onto. That's been painted. The door that I thought I might need to repaint has been washed. That's okay. It's not brilliant, but it's okay. It's better. There's another wall there that was a bit dirty. I've given that a bit of a clean as well, so that's better. Again, not perfect, but better. So there you go. So yeah, done good today. The lounge is looking better. The rest of it, still kitchen's going to be done, bathroom's going to be done, but yeah. Yeah. Not bad. Busy day, really, yeah. Doing all right, yeah. Hi. Whereas underneath where the projector focuses on, that bit of wall where the dogs lay, especially when they're dirty, that was quite filthy, so I washed it first and I repainted that as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Job done there. I could do more with the painting stuff. I might do more, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I'll put it this way. I think it's likely, I've said about the place, I mean, I think it's likely that if and when I move, the people that own it are probably going to rip it all apart and just redo it anyway. Because it needs it. It does need doing it. I mean, for some stupid reason, I don't know why, but the walls are about as thick as that bin, if not thicker. That's about how thick the walls are, which is utterly ridiculous. Yeah, it doesn't need to be anywhere near that thin. You put proper sort of up-to-date insulation in that wall, you can make it a lot thinner, therefore you can make the rooms bigger. But it's ridiculous, the thickness of those walls are utterly insane. But basically where that line is there, you can't see because I'm in the way. That's really useful, isn't it? I mean, that lighting is terrible. If you haven't seen it, and my shadow's not in the way. There you go, that's how thick it is, basically. If I see with regards to the path, you'll then see just how thick that is. Right? Well, that's about the thickness of the walls, that is. Which is crazy. Yeah. So you lose so much of the flat due to the thickness of the walls. It makes no sense at all. Yeah, you're trying to keep heating. Okay, if there was a ton of insulation in there, that would make sense. There isn't. Doesn't seem to be any insulation there at all. So what they really should do is take all the walls down and redo the whole thing, make it bigger. You can certainly, if you redo in where the sewage system is, the layout of the pipes is stupid. It needs to be redesigned in there. Just put the pipes in a different spot, and then you can actually, that cupboard can be half the thickness of what it is. You can then have a proper size shower in there, which is going to make all the difference, really. Yeah. So, yeah. But it's up to me to do what I can. As I say, I've seen it as, this is where I'm living for now. I need to treat it more as a home. Not for this place at all. But if I move to somewhere else afterwards, I need to be in the practice of treating where I'm like a home. So the next place gets treated better, maybe. Yeah, that's the reality. That's the situation, isn't it, really? So, indeed, yes. Yeah. So, yeah. Interesting. It's been a busy day. Been a good day again. Yeah. Well, so Saturday was a good day. Sunday was a good day. Monday was a good day. And then today's been a good day. Yeah. Well, tomorrow I'm going to be doing pretty much what I've been doing today. Certainly going out, doing videos, sitting in the car, having some praise and worship on. Maybe tomorrow it'd be a case of having the Word of Promise, the Bible stuff on instead. Because I was thinking today, because I had the Word of Promise on the way back, in the car. So that was on Monday, so I figured today would be worship, and then tomorrow probably be Word of Promise again. Well, again, as I said, you can only really love God once you know Him. You're going to know Him through His Word, really. So you've got to spend time in that. So, yeah, do that. And then spend lots of time in the car praying, seeking God about, things like, okay, the sort of love you have for an enemy or a neighbour, that sort of thing. What does that mean? Describe that to me. What is it like? Is it like the love you have for a friend? But, that may be the case. I don't know. Seek God on the issue and see what God says, really. Yeah. Yeah. As I say, really, for a lot of the answers in how you should be doing things as a Christian, look at God's Word, speak directly to God. Generally speaking, don't look to other human beings. Don't look to me. Anything that you think I say that sounds good, pray about it first. I'm just as capable of being wrong as anyone else. I have been wrong in the videos I've done. That's the point, those videos I'm not taking down, even though I've been wrong in them, I'm not taking them down because of the fact that, there you go, it's a journey. Anyone who watches the videos can see the journey. That's okay. Because that's the point, they're on a journey, right? Or if they are on a journey, it's encouraging to see someone else on their journey. Seeing how they muck up and seeing how God deals with that and seeing how God deals with individuals and different people. Very interesting. Yeah. That's part of what the channel is about. It's not just about speaking about Christian subjects and things like that. It's also about speaking about, okay, what's God doing? Yeah, what's God doing in my life, and what's God speaking to me about right now? Yeah, all that is relevant. Yeah, all that's good because it's still Christianity kingdom talk. It's actually more kingdom talk because you're talking about what God's saying to you right now, which is very interesting. But yeah, as I said at the start of this one, we need to go from the position of believer to child of God, to son of God. We need to come into that because we are supposed to be that. That's what we're called to be, and yet, generally speaking, we're not walking in it. So we need to start walking in it. Yeah. 1 second, there's a person coming. So. How you doing?
How you doing, mate? All right?
I'm not too bad. It's not a bad night. It's always pretty cloudy actually tonight. Okay. Yeah. Which means it should be slightly warmer as well. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. Indeed. Well, put it this way. I would certainly say, if you're a Christian, if you want to be, helping your friends to come to God, then speak to your friends about what you're going through. If you're going through stuff, speak to your friends about it. Don't speak about it from the point of defeatism. Speak about it from the point of view of faith and trusting God, even when that trust is difficult. Speak about it. Yeah? Tell them why you have hope. Even in the storm, even when you're going through the fire, why you have hope. Speak to them about that, because that's a testimony. That's a living testimony of what you're going through right now. And then when God comes through, they get to see that. But be real with people. So if you're going through it, be real about that. Because then they see God coming through and they see you come through that. They see you, in a position, where you've been blessed. And they can see that as God's hand all over that. And that glorifies God far more than you talking about the Bible, you talking about that sort of stuff. Yeah? Yeah. Hi, indeed. That's it. Going through stuff can be hard. Absolutely. Of course it can. Yeah. As I said earlier, American Werewolf in London, when he first changes to a werewolf, you can see that he's going through agony as his bones are breaking, stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. Certainly emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and even to a certain degree physically, it can be like that when you're going through the fire. Yeah. That's a vaguer picture of it, really. Yeah. But then share that with people. As I say, in the end, it's an example. It's an example of how God deals with his children. And so, yeah. Certainly if you want your friends to be children of God, to give their lives to God and be children of God, then, yeah. They need to see how God deals with his children, don't they, right? Yeah. Yeah, the reality is that, you've got to turn what most people think is a curse into a blessing. Now, when I say that, what I mean is you can't really turn a curse into a blessing. But you can turn a blessing that seems like a curse into a blessing far earlier than it will naturally be turned into a blessing. If you start walking it out as a blessing rather than a curse, then it's a blessing even before God does whatever he's going to do. Yeah? I hope that's understandable. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Well, the situation is, yeah, it's one that is just encouraging. It's not exactly something that should be celebrated yet, but it's encouraging. And encouraging is better than not encouraging, really. So, yeah. Well, you take care, God bless. I'll leave you with what I've said so far. I don't think I need to say anymore. The point about God loving you and seeing it how you love the dog, I thought that was a very good picture that I showed there. I think that pretty much gives a good idea of really the similar thing. But yeah, that's why I shared that. And yeah, the other side of it, yeah. Definitely share with people so that people can be blessed. Not only with, but also the fact of being blessed enough that they can share in your journey. Because really, that's what you're doing. By sharing that sort of stuff, you're saying to people, you can share my journey. I'm inviting you into this. Yeah. So you can actually see God work while he's working. Yeah. Oh, indeed, yeah. Right, you take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.